So we talk about free agency being over, but hold up, it's not over yet. The Jaguars make a little bit of action in signing defensive end Arden to a 1 year, $7 million deal. He was a guy that the Jaguars signed a few days after Brandon Linder announced his retirement. Brandon Linder was retiring, freed up $9 million, and the Jaguars will allocate $7 million of that to go toward Arden Key's 1 year deal. Now, Arden Key took a little bit of time to decide where he was going to sign. He visited with the Lions, Ravens, and Chiefs before deciding that he was going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar. Now, a little bit about Arden Key. He was a third-round pick for the Raiders in 2018 coming out of LSU. His first 3 years, he only registered 3 sacks as he wasn't really a great fit with the Raiders. However, after being released in 2021, he played with the San Francisco 49ers, and he accumulated 6.5 sacks with the 49ers in that year. So he had a pretty productive year last year. And now the Jaguars are giving him a prove-it deal, where this 2022 will help determine what his next contract is going to look like. Now, a lot of people say, okay, the Jaguars signed Arden Key. Does that rule the Jaguars out of potentially drafting a guy like Aiden Hutchinson at number 1? Because obviously right now, defensive end Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan is the favorite to go number 1 to the Jaguars. And I kind of make the argument that, look, the Raiders signed Chandler Jones to a 3-year, $52.5 million deal. Something like that affects what you do in the draft. The Bills signed Von Miller to a 6-year, $120 million deal. The Jaguars signed Arden Key to a 1-year, $7 million deal. That is not a signing that will impact what you do, especially in the first round of the draft. You sign a guy to a 1-year, essentially prove-it deal, and 1-year prove-it deals do not affect what you do in the NFL draft, especially at the point where the Jaguars are right now, where they are not trying to make this crazy run at a Super Bowl. So now what does this mean for the Jaguars? I think that this ultimately phases out his former teammate, Kayvon Chason, from really seeing more action on the field. Now, I think that what Arden Key is he's not a first or second down type of player. He's going to be brought in on third down pass rushing situations. And it looks like we could have a pretty good third down unit this year. When you package in Allen and Aiden Hutchinson, then you add in a guy like Arden Key, and then you might have like Dewan Smoot or Foley Fatukasi in there as well on the interior. I think you actually form a pretty formidable defensive line on that front. Now, like I said, I do like this signing. I think it's a good signing. I think that the Jaguars, like, really, when I was looking at things, I said, look, our overwhelming top need at this point is edge rusher, because the Jaguars, they needed edge rush last year. They didn't do anything with it this year when it comes to adding guys. Well, now you bring in a guy like Arden Key, and you're going to add on top of that most likely Aiden Hutchinson, and then I think you can go out there and really get ready for the upcoming draft and kind of reset your needs and everything. So we'll see what ends up happening, and really excited about the draft. Really excited to start pumping out draft videos on this channel. We are on March 30th, so we're 2 days away from April, and April is officially draft season, which sometimes can get a little bit tiring because draft season means smoke screen seasons, means rumor season, means don't believe everything you see and hear on Twitter. That's all I got to say. So I'll continue to keep it real with you guys. This is UCF Jaguar. Thanks for watching. Drop a like for me on your way out, and go Jags.